Hello, welcome to my channel. With all the cold and rainy weathers that we are experiencing in Joburg, I decided to make a good snack. Today I am making vaddas, which is slightly different from the original recipe that we made because we are using a different type of dhal. Normally, my vadda recipe calls for pea dhal. The dhal that we're using today is moong dhal. Usually the moong dhal is green, but this one is peeled and split. It comes dry, but now I soaked 1 cup for 2 hours and I rinsed and let it drain out in the colander. And now for using, I put it on a paper towel so it can dry even further. You will want the dhal to be soaked till it swells and softens, and thereafter you have to remove much water as possible. This is 1 cup dhal that I soaked 2 hours ago, and I am ready to grind. One of the benefits of using this dhal, it grinds very fast, and you have to be careful not to over grind it. And the other benefit of this dhal is it has less gas than the pea dhal that we use. So now I am ready to grind, but I'll have to keep watch. My dhal has ground to the way I like it. I will show you when I put it into the dish. And see, so nice and soft. Before I start mixing my ingredients to my vadda, I've put my stove on medium heat and put 3 centimeter oil in my non-stick frying pan to heat up, because the moment I mix my vadda, I must be able to start frying them immediately. Here is my ground dhal, and the rest of the ingredients are: I've got half an onion sliced finely, 1 teaspoon of old jeera, 1 teaspoon of crushed chillies, 1 teaspoon of dhania powder, 1.5 teaspoon of fine salt, half a teaspoon of sugar, and I'm also going to use half a teaspoon of baking powder. And thereafter I have my greens, which is chilies. You can use chilies per your taste. And I've got some dhania, shallot, and some mint. I'll also add 1 teaspoon of crushed garlic. So now I'm going to start by putting my ingredients into my ground dhal. I will give this all a nice mix. And as you know, onions release a lot of liquid. That's why I want to fry this as soon as we're done. Here's all my greens that are cut out finely, and I'm going to add it in to my dhal, and also give this a nice mix. My oil has been heated up, I'm going to just put a little dough to see whether it's hot enough for me to work with. So the oil is quite hot enough. I've got some water on one deep plate, so I'm gonna dip my hand. It's the same method how we make our dhal vedah. And then I'm gonna put it onto my fingers so I can make a nice hole and place it to the hot oil. I managed to put 8 vaddas into the oil because I don't like to overcrowd it. And now I'm gonna give it a turn. I will keep turning this till it is golden brown. 8 minutes has passed and most of my vedah is done. It depends on your stove because I get the heat only towards the side. And this vedah mustn't be made very crispy because it gets very hard. Here's my vedah. With 1 cup of dhal, we usually manage to make 12. But this time around, I made about 17 because I made smaller ones. And now we are ready to serve. Here you go, your quick and easy vedah made with moong dhal. Today we are serving it with some nice hot nuts chutney, but you can usually make a dip and serve it with a dip. Now I'm just going to break one to show you all the inside. It looked nice and crispy on the outside and very dry in the inside. This is the beauty of this dhal. It don't absorb a lot of oil. I hope you'll give this vedah recipe a try. It has quite a few benefits to it and it's easy to make. And with that lovely cold weather that we're having, you can have it with a nice cup of hot coffee, and it's best eaten while it's hot. Thank you all for watching and enjoy.